I don't know. It's Groundhog's Day, and
Yeah.
whatever.
I think if the groundhog doesn't see a shadow, it means you get more winter. Is that it? So if it's overcast
So just because it happens to be cloudy on Groundhog's Day, that means there's more winter?
Yeah.
Who the hell came up with this crock of S?
It's archaic.
Oh, wait, people think we're cleaning up the show. Who came up with this crock of shit?
There you go.
All right, there you go. Let's go to Kenny, who's at the Groundhog Day Festival.
Oh.
Kenny, what's up?
Not much. I'm at Punxsutawney right now at the Groundhog Day Festival.
You are, and what's it like?
It's pretty weird. There's a lot of central Pennsylvanians out here.
Oof.
Just getting weird at 5 in the morning.
And when does the Groundhog make its appearance?
At sunrise. They have a few pre-dawn fireworks festivities, and then at sunrise they took a little rat out of his synthetic stump. And if he sees a shadow, you guys actually have it backwards. If he sees a shadow, it's 6 more weeks of winter.
Oh, if he sees his shadow, it's 6 weeks of winter.
He gets scared and he goes back into hibernation for another 6 weeks.
Oh, is that it? So he sees his shadow, he goes, ah! He gets scared, runs back in, and he doesn't come out. So because he's not coming out, winter lingers a little longer.
Exactly.
You know what would help? If he pops his head out and you go over him with a lawnmower.
He's inside the synthetic tree stump like the one we saw in the movie?
Exactly.
It's that, and what do they do? Is there a big hoopla, like the guy taps it with his cane? And
yeah, there's some old chotch in a top hat with, he's got a clock around his neck like Flava Flav, and he's going to come out and carry him out and just say if he sees a shadow or not.
No, that's Bill Murray's brother, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, well, why don't you call in from time to time and let us know what's going on up there.
Pick up that blood.
As soon as he comes out, I'll let you know whether it's going to be winter or spring. Right,
Oh,
guys?
good. You'll be our reporter from Punxsutawney.
There's actually some good assault on the media attempts over here. There's cameras everywhere, but we don't have any signs, so we're just going to try to run in front or something and say groundhogs or faggots or something.
All right, all right, hold on the line, because we're going to get your cell phone so we can keep going back to you.
Groundhogs are faggots.
That's hilarious.
You know, it's good. Even if they tape it, they have to use it because they only do it once. It's
right.
like it'll ruin their shot.
Well, that's Kenny. We'll go to him from time to time today.
Over there at the Groundhog Festival.
Ooh. George in Colorado. What's up, George?
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, a couple years ago, I took a vacation, and I took a train from L.A. to Florida. And I had to deal with screaming kids the whole fucking way. And the best one was we were in Texas. We had like a 2-hour stop, and I was sitting in the bar car, and I got my friend that was traveling with me. 2 little kids were running around, and he looked at me and he said, let's take these kids and see if we can leave them on the platform. And we tried to get them little kids out of the train onto the platform just before it left. And the porter saw what we were doing, and he told us, he says, as much as I agree with you, you can't do it.
The porter saw him. As much as I agrees with you.
Let me get you a piece of lemon cake, sir.
All aboard! All aboard!
These kids were, I mean, by the time I got to Florida, I was so tired of little kids, I'd like to have taken them down to the ocean and thrown them in. I was just done with them.
I hear you.
All right, George, thank you.
Right, bye.
Bye.
It's just the worst.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Max? No?
You want to try it?
I don't know. Sometimes that kind of goes away when they talk.
All right, Max, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, Sugar Britches?
Hi, Max. Thanks for calling.
Yes. Me and my wife were at dinner about a year or so ago, and this little kid just looked right at me, walked up to me with his dad, and kicked me right in the shin.
Oh, that's great. A nice movie moment.
Yeah, and I just looking around for anything, you know, and I looked at Dad and said, that, you know, what the hell? And he's like, well, kids will be kids, you know.
Dude, I would have kicked the father right in the shin, man.
Kick him in the nuts.
That's what my wife told me to do. She said, why don't you just kick him and push the kid down or something?
Right.
There was a kid once, we were eating dinner, nice restaurant, and this little kid is running around the tables. That's another thing that parents let their kids do. Just run like maniacs around places. And he's running around our table. He's just going around, and then he goes around another table, runs around our table, and then he'll not, like, stop and look at you, like, look how cute I am, and I'm disgusted. And the parents are sitting there doing absolutely nothing because they have 3 minutes apiece to talk amongst themselves without the kid yapping at him and running around. So everyone else should suffer. So the kid's running around. He gets around one point of my table, and I was seriously thinking of putting my foot out and tripping him. But I figured the kid would rat me out, like...
You should have just kicked the kid in the liver. That usually
him in
takes
the liver?
care of all
Where
problems.
did my little child go? He's gone. He doesn't look very well. He's a little yellow today. I think he's got the jaundice.
He's running around the table, and I seriously, dude, I thought of tripping him.
Yeah.
But I thought he'd rat me out and say, hey, man, trip me, and then, you got a problem. So I put my water at the edge of the table, and as he came around, I knocked my water glass onto the floor and stood up and went, hey!
Oh, my. You set up a kid?
Totally set him up. And then the parents were like, get over here, come here. What did you do? Apologize to that man. And the kid knew he didn't do it. He knew it. But even if he said I didn't do it, it's not like I tripped him and he fell and he's on the floor and he's blaming me for
You didn't get
tripping
the
him.
kid beat, did you?
I don't know. I don't care. I wish he would have cracked him right in the head in front of me. But he's like, and then the kid had to come up and apologize to me as I'm sitting there.
You gotta feel like an idiot.
And I'm looking at the kid smiling, going, I did that, and you didn't have anything to do with it, and I totally set you up, you little bastard.
You're
had to
evil.
apologize.
How old's the kid?
Kid had to be maybe 3, something like that. But he's running, screaming.
What a jerk you
Just
are.
screaming, knocked it right off the table.
Jerk.
Hey, now, hey.
What a jerk.
Why didn't you just commit a murder and plant the knife on the kid so he went to jail for it?
Really, man?
Little Bruno Magli shoes.
Did you feel all good about yourself
I
afterwards?
felt so good.
You're such
My
a-
plan had congealed into perfection. I felt fantastic.
And people think I'm evil on this show?
Dude, it was great because the kid's face, he knew he didn't do it. And I was that evil guy that totally, that I was lying. And if he said he didn't do it, the father would have smacked him in the head and go, don't lie. Yeah, I did it. I'm happy. I'm proud of it.
You're a jerk.
Fast forward
You
25
really
years, he's on trial for murdering a prostitute. I knew I didn't spill that water and I got beaten up for it.
So why shouldn't I just go out and do bad things anyway if I'm going to get blamed for them?
Right.
That's why I ripped her in 3 pieces and put her in a dumpster.
Hey, Mark in Oklahoma City.
Spilled water killer. Find a tipped over cup of water
hold
next to
on.
every victim.
Sorry. Jesus. I stepped all over that. I'm sorry,
it's okay,
guys. He's still talking. I told him hold on. He's still talking.
It's still going.
Mark, you got to start over. You got to listen. We bailed on you for a second there. Go ahead.
Sorry about that, guys. Anyhow, I was at the DMV the other day getting license plates for my pickup, and these little Mexicans, I guess there's no word in Spanish for babysitter, because every time I see the Mexican people, they got like 3 or 4 friggin' kids. They got the wife and the aunt and the uncle and all this shit. And this little 7-year-old boy was running around playing grab ass with his sister, where they have the lines with the ropes and all that junk.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy was standing there, just some guy, I don't know, he's probably about 22, 23, he had like tattoos all over his arm, had his nose pierced and all this shit. And this little boy came up and hit him in the leg. The guy turned around, looked around, and kicked this little boy right in his ass and sent him flying. I mean, he probably flew about 4 or 5 feet, landed on his face, got up, started crying. I'm thinking, oh, crap, there's going to be some sort of big deal about this. A couple of people around started clapping.
Oh, great. See? That's the way to do it.
Though.
Hey, Mark, I notice patterns on this show. You call a lot, but the problem is every time you call, you're in another city. You're a trucker, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I'm in Oklahoma City right now, yeah.
Yeah, okay. 'Cause
Sorry about that. Don't
No,
worry.
usually
That's no problem.
usually I figure out the regulars, you know.
Wow.
But what's throwing me off with you always is it's Mark from another city.
Had a question for Jimmy real quick, though, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, Jimmy, the other day, my friend and I were talking, and he mentioned to me that you point out a lot of things that might mean you're bisexual. And I asked him, I said, do you think he's bisexual? And he said, yeah, he could be. Punch down, Maverick.
Did you just try to get me with my own interview style, sir? That was awful.
If I didn't have to paw through my instant replay, I'd play a car crash.
That was horrendous.
Because my templates, once again, are missing because that's become the customary thing to do. Oh, don't worry about it there, Eric.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I'll figure it
No,
out.
sir, I'm straight. I like girls. If a girl happens to have a penis, well, who's looking?
Tim from California.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey, Tim.
Hey, I got one complaint with the show.
Uh-oh.
Hey, man, I'll pay $3 a month. If you guys switch your times from 10 to 2, that put us guys out here in California from 7 to 11.
Yeah.
Hell, you guys can even have people calling up doing nooners and shit. I don't know,
I would
man.
love middays. Oh, would I love middays.
Well, we know there's a problem as far as the West Coast getting to hear this show live, so we're thinking. We're doing some thinking. That's all I can tell you right now.
Hey, I got an idea for an expert guest.
No, dude, we're done with you because you tricked us. I mean, it's fine. You had a problem with the California thing, but you tricked us. That's not what you wanted.
How'd he trick us?
He had something else to talk about.
Which is fine.
Else.
I mean, we understand there's a problem as far as the West Coast goes. I mean, they're really not up to listen to the show live. We're thinking of things. Big Worm, the trucker. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey.
Hi.
I got a story for you. I was sitting at a truck stop at a McDonald's, and this lady was sitting behind me with about 5 kids. And I'm sitting there minding my business, trying to eat. You know, I've been driving all day. And her little kid kept turning around and messing with my ear. I kept brushing his hand away, trying to be nice. And finally, it got to be so aggravating. I turned around, and I told him, I said, you know what? I said, I've been to prison. And he just looks at me. He says, why? I said, for killing an effing kid. The lady got irate. She turned around and started running her trap. And I told her, I said, dude, I said, you got to get a hold of your kids. I said, this is ridiculous. They're sitting there messing with me. I've been driving all day. I said, you're sitting there just letting them do what the hell ever. I said, get a fucking hold of them. And needless to say, she got really irate, stormed out of McDonald's. But, you know, it's ridiculous. And I just can't believe how people let their kids be in public.
Yeah, they need a little boot in the ass sometimes.
So, sir, you went from being polite and allowing it to saying that you went to prison for murdering a child. Not a lot of middle ground with you, is there?
You should hang out with Anthony.
I just want to let you guys know I'm a converted Howard Stern listener, dude. You guys are great. He's such
Welcome aboard.
big ones.
Well,
Thanks, man.
Well, the big difference, we're still doing a radio show, and he has chosen not to. So thank you, Big Worm.
Thanks.
All right, fellas.
He was real good when he was doing a show.
Gunk from Old Bridge, New Jersey. It wants to straighten up the Groundhog thing. He says, if Ben's hog sees its shadow, we get 6 more weeks of big duties. That's what Gunk from Old Bridge is saying.
All right, we'll step aside for a quickie. Where's our coffee, man? It's good to be back in New York, by the way.
Our little Ben is still in D.C., huh?
Yeah, he's taking more meetings.
Are they goofing on him, or
He's
is
insane.
Or is this real, that he's got real live meetings?
I think he's...
I can't.
I think he just didn't want to get up early today. He's like, you know what? I'm going to take more meetings.
Is that it? Because he doesn't have to be up for the show.
Right.
So he's got to be up for meetings, but they don't start their meetings till late.
Yeah, no, he's playing hooky today
Wow,
pretty
that's
much.
a great scam.
It's a great scam.